everybody, welcome back to my channel, and it's Thursday Night Live. How are we all this evening? Oh, a very early super chat from Lucas. Thank you so much, Lucas.
Super chat. Oh, baby. Super chat.
What's going on, guys? How are you doing this evening? Thank you very much for the $10 super chat, my dude. Early super chat for you, man. Looking a bit greasy tonight. What's going on there? What's going on? Is it just too much light, or am I just looking really greasy? Is that it? Anywho, yes, today, Thursday. Hello, Dapto. How you doing? Hi, peeps. And O1 Jazza says, how are you this week, man? I'm good, man. Thank you so much for asking. Despite having one of the worst weigh-ins I've had in a long time, I got proper lubricated on the weekend. I drank like it was going out of fashion. I was drinking like I was a teenager, but then I forgot that I was like 33, and I was so sick in the morning. And I didn't think it at the time, like when I was doing it, like because for those who don't know, I went up to the Central Coast. That Angela's best friend, best friend lives up there, and we stayed at their house, and I get along really well with the husband, and big night. And I didn't think it was going to be as big a night as what it was. To be honest, I thought there'll be a few beers. Hey Ben, how you doing? I thought there'll be a few beers, but this thing was next level, and I got so drunk. And then, like, to top it all off, at the end of the night, it's raining. He has a hot tub as well. This is a different mate. We got in the hot tub, blind drunk, and I don't even remember going to bed. And I woke up the next day so sick, so sick. And when you're hungover, what do you need? You need something greasy. You need like a big bacon and egg breakfast. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. And that set off the tone for the day. Hey, no time to wait. How you doing, Paulie Paul? And the day progressed from there. Just eating like, little sugary bickies and that kind of stuff, trying to nurse myself back to health. And then we had some KFC on the way home, and like I swear to God, like it was driving back from the Central Coast. It was raining. It took two hours that day, and like I was like at the wheel, just like I wasn't like still drunk or anything. I waited until like 4 o'clock in the afternoon to drive home. So I didn't have any alcohol in my system. But Angela, even though she has a license, she doesn't like driving really long distances. So I was just like so tired. I was like, and I was like, peaking on coffee and all that kind of stuff. I was taking it very easy on the way home. Got home, and then it hit me when I got home. I'm like, oh my God, it's Sunday night. I can't live stream. There's no way. I think I might have posted it earlier in the day. I don't know, but like, I don't know about you guys, and feel free to chime in, anyone who's here. Dale Smith says he has a similar weekend. Oh yeah. I don't like throwing up. There's those people out there that could just go and just like, I was like, I'll feel a lot better after this, and then they just do it. I'm not one of those people. I can't do it. I just can't do it. My body fights me in every single way that it can. And I got up in the middle of the night, like 2 hours after I or something like that. I hit the bed, what felt like an hour or two. I got up. I'm like, I gotta be sick. And I didn't want to because we were upstairs, and the upstairs bathroom is like surrounded by everyone else's bedrooms. And I make a lot of noise. Like when I'm, sick, I'm like, ah! Like really. I was like, okay, I'm going to go out to the garage where they've got like, an outdoor toilet kind of thing. So I went out there. It's raining. It's cold. And I'm just there like, come on, Ash, just do it. And my body was like fighting me on it. It's like, no, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this, brother. And I'm like, I do want to do this. I feel sick. And then, I just do a lot of like dry reaching and that kind of, nothing comes up. And then after about like half an hour, I got something little up. And then, it just, I went back to bed, and same thing happened an hour later. It was just the worst night. I had so much fun there, but everything up until like the hangover, I was feeling great. And then that's where my whole week came undone. That is where my whole week came undone. Because like, yeah, like, I don't know about you guys, but like I have weekly weigh-ins, right? And yeah, shit, I can tell I'm nowhere near as focused as what I was when I was 160, 150, 140, 130 kilos. So when I have my weigh-in on Wednesday, I like have the first day, like Wednesday after the weigh-in, it's like, oh yeah, you know, I'll have breakfast that day. So that is my Sunday. So I will have like a couple of eggs on, some toast. And hey, Aaron Ace Edwards, how you doing, man? Indy Mouse in the house. I'm gonna get to your comments in just a second. And then like that first day is just kind of like not a cheat day. It's just a bit more relaxed, So, I might have a couple of those Oreo, like those sugar-free Oreo cookies, bits and pieces, and I still try to get my exercise in. But then Friday is like coming back to it. Thursday, Friday is like back to the routine. Back to the routine. And then weekends usually pretty good, but that weekend just fell off the cards. So. But yeah, on the Monday, Tuesday after, I felt like food hangover. Like I'm at that stage now, and this is a new feeling. It's only something that I've felt during this weight loss journey, and I've just realized I haven't got my music on. I'm thinking it's so quiet, and I haven't got my background music on. Do you prefer it on? Do you prefer it off? Let me know. Would you prefer just a ASMR of my voice? No. So yeah. So food hangover. I was feeling just really bloated and just thick and just And though, like, I reckon when I was at my fattest, I felt that every day. That was just probably a normal day for me. Just feeling just so bloated, slow and gross and disgusting and all that. And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to do it. The first time I've ever done it in this whole weight loss journey, 670 odd days, I did a 3-shake day. There's people who talk about 3-shake days. Oh, should I have a 3-shake day? Or, could I do 3 shakes a day and lose weight faster? It's like, well, shit, yeah, you can, but it's not great. I did a 3-shake day. And 3-shake day went surprisingly well for me. I wasn't hungry, mainly because I was fighting off this sodium-induced coma of food, and I was feeling good throughout the day. I was a little bit hungrier at night, obviously, because I hadn't had any like actual food, but 3-shake day. I recommend it if you're gonna if you have a hell of food hangover from a weekend of hell. Yeah, give it a go. I mean, it worked for me. I felt really good after it. Didn't love it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'd rather eat food every single day of the week, and it is much better to eat food than do 3-shake days. I guarantee you that. But I had enough food probably for the whole week on the 2 days, the half the Saturday and probably the half the Saturday and the first part of Sunday. So yeah, but so I'm a little bit late tonight. Mainly because straight after work, it's Angela's birthday on Saturday, so I had to go out and do some late night shopping, and the traffic was horrendous. Oh my God, what usually takes 15 minutes took easily an hour. And I got home a bit late, and I was just like, I need an extra 15 minutes. Just need an extra 15 minutes. So sorry about the late notice on tonight's stream. But anyway, getting to the chat here. Dale Smith, tell us about your weekend, man. What'd you get up to? You had a bad weekend in terms of food. And guys, can you please also smash that like button if you can? Because we're only on 4 likes at the moment. 13 people are here. So this week has been my worst week of eating so far. I had KFC yesterday when my grandparents came over. Oof. And KFC again when I caught up with my dad. Going out for a seafood place tomorrow. Hey, man, there's nothing like Lucas, you're going to have those... You're going to have those weeks, because it's just... and you're going to get a few of them now, especially leading up into Christmas. This isn't beer, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pepsi Max. See, here we are. Max Taste. No sugar! There you go. yeah, so don't stress out about that, Lucas. You know, you're going to have these weeks, so hopefully you can right the ship coming into Chrissy. Jazz says, thanks, Lucas. Weigh in tomorrow, so hopefully a good one. I hope you have a good weigh in too. Indie Mouse says, daily vlogs stop, weight loss stops. Weird coincidence, Ash? Maybe, brother. So I've been getting a different kind of motivation. I've been getting a content motivation kind of urge. It's funny, right? And hey, Fluffy King, how you doing? I don't expect you guys, like, because unless you've done it, I don't expect everyone to understand where I'm coming from here. Maybe Indie Mouse does, but so my vlogs, right, used to be sort of like, if you watch my early videos, even my weigh-ins, I would put the camera on, sit there, one take it. Less than 10 minutes from sitting down, I'm gone, you know. And it's like, and that worked for me. I was able to edit it on the day. It was just very sort of easy, you know, just like logo corner, day counter, music overlay at start, music overlay at the end, done. But as I progressed with my videos, I got a bit more, my expectations grew onto what I wanted. I started doing vlogs where I would take snippets of the day before or whatnot, or the days leading up, and just chuck them in there like vlogs, like cuts, you know, bits and pieces of my day, as opposed to just like sitting there, one shot, talking head, this is my day, this is what's happened. I actually would take clips and show you that. That took the editing time and blew it out. And then my weigh-in videos became like a half an hour to 40-minute film for like a 5 to 6 minute video. Because I like, even though like a lot of it I just get down in one take, there's just things I forget to say, or you know, there's just things I'd rather do better. I phrase things wrong, and I just end up with this 15-20 minute long video that I got to condense down. And since kind of getting this this PC here, which has made my live streams and just doing all this kind of stuff on here so much easier, my life has just been so good since getting it. And thank you guys once again so much for the donating to the PC fund. My expectation as to what I want to do for content has just kind of been blown out of the water. To the point where I'm not scared to make videos, but I just have this expectation of perfection. And it's kind of like acted as a bit of a block for me, you know. Excuse me, I got something caught in my throat. Like, none of my videos are perfect, don't get me wrong. None of them are perfect in any way, shape or form. If they were, I would have 1 million subscribers. But the thing is that I don't know what it is. I just think because I want to do another measurement video. You know, I really need to do that. I need to do a goals video and such like that. And I'm at that point now that these need to be these massive productions. And I have this mental block thinking, it needs this massive production. You got to get it all awesome. But yeah. Anyway, enough about my trials and tribulations, because I can see people are dropping off. People don't care, but that's fine. Yeah, I really want to do some more content, like different styles, you know. Well, I definitely want to get I do want to do a goals video and a measurements video, because it's been too long since I've done that, and I'm very frustrated with myself about that. So got to get into that. Got to get back into that. But speaking of coming back to YouTube, Aaron Ace Edwards uploaded his first video in a little while. Good to see you, my man. Done 3 shakes a day before, missed eating the one proper meal, but went well otherwise. I restarted this week after a relapse over the past few weeks. Weigh in tomorrow. Also going to be doing measurements 1 week 2. Chest, arms, legs, waist, any other measurements I should do. So welcome back, Aaron. And I watched your video. Well, I was listening to it in the car, and you're talking about how you got into drinking alcohol at home, and it's not something that you do, and it became just such a routine for you to drink alcohol at home alone, and like that that, you know, you acknowledge the fact that you have an addictive personality, in that, you know, you've had problems with those kinds of addictions in the past, and you identify the problem, but now you're back. And I'm super proud of you, my man, and it's so good to see your face again on YouTube. So guys, if you haven't, jump onto Aaron Ace Edwards' channel, support him, subscribe to him. Really nice guy. It's good to see you like starting with measurements and like really sort of like, you know, being true and honest to yourself. Like, this is the damage. So do your chest, your arms, your legs, your waist. I did neck because I had this fat neck, and I still do have a bit of a fat neck. I don't have any neck. But you'll find that the neck will still get to a point where it doesn't change anymore. Yeah, just do like I go into like a half a lunge for my legs, and I measure 6 inches up from the top of my kneecap, and then I do around my leg there. That's where I do it. Yeah, I don't know whether that's the right way of doing it, but that's where I do it. Across the belly button, around the waist, and also around where you put your belt, your pants. That's where I do it. But yeah, I'm no expert. So do what you want. I went to see Step Parents on Saturday, Jazza says, and haven't seen him for about 6 months. Anyway, she decided to cook some nice dinner: roast pork, fried rice, a homemade potato salad. Wow. Did you enjoy it, Jazza? Did you enjoy it? Has anyone commented? Like, I mean, you're very early on in your journey, but have they noticed a difference in your skin? Because I noticed like the first thing people started to notice is that my skin got a lot better when my complexion got a lot better when I was, believe it or not, I look so greasy tonight. I don't know what it is, I honestly don't know what it is. What was I saying? Yeah, they noticed my complexion before anything else. So yeah. But and Indie Mouse, I'm thinking, yeah, and it's a long way around the question. The daily videos stopped. I just can't do daily anymore, man. It's just it takes too long. My new job is really a busy job, but like there's not a lot to talk about. Like, I can only say so much, you know. And yeah, when you're working from home, you know, 4 out of the 5 days of the week, not a lot you can talk about. I met up with some old mates, had a few beers. Very long time since I've done that. Felt every bit of it on Sunday. Did you get out on the bike? Did you get out on the bike at all? Chris says, why not YouTube short videos, Ash? Yeah, I've seen those YouTube shorts. The YouTube, like, it would be a great thing to get on the shorts because YouTube really wants to push them. So like, you know, any YouTube short you make, they kind of send it out as much as they can to your key demographics. But the only issue is that the conversion of views to subscriber, very low. Very low. Yeah, it's just it's a whole different thing, having shorts as opposed to your standard videos. I don't know. It's something to think about. Something to think about. Hey, Kylie Green in the house. How you doing, Kylie? Excuse me. Hi, everybody. Hi, Ash. I'm off work this week and next. Slipped and ended up with a tear in my MCL. Oh, geez. Medial cruciate ligament for those playing at home. I think that's the one on the inside, like the inside of your knee. So like your inner thigh side. Or is it the one that is on the back of the knee? Oh, shit. I honestly don't remember. Anyway, I hope you're okay. That's just terrible. On a good note, 95.9 kilos. Starting to get to a lady 16 to 18 from a tight 26. Well, I'm so glad to hear that. So great. Congratulations on the loss and the new clothes sizing. That's brilliant. Shake a salute for you, my dear. So good seeing you, though. Paulie Paul just drops the shakers. Thank you so much, man. Held up an old pair of jeans in front of me and I can stand behind one leg now. Yeah, it's scary, that. Like I put up an old shirt on, when you put up those old shirts on the line, and I don't know where everyone, but you'll eventually get to a point where you put up your old shirts and undies and you think, how did you fit into these? That's insane. How did you fill these bad boys out? Who knows? Man, it is humid today. It is humid as shit. Oh my God, I'm dying in here. It's so humid. Oh, it's terrible. So this weekend, it is Angela's birthday, and there's going to be cake, really nice, beautiful cake. And the most depressing thing is that when you buy the cake, it tells you how many kilojoules are in it. I'm going to tell you right now. Right, hold on. I'm not gonna bring up which one I bought for her, but it blew me away, like, to see how many kilojoules are in this cake, or in cakes general. Like, if you were to ask me how many calories are in a full cake, I have no idea. Ignorance is bliss. I don't want to know. This is something I don't want the answer to. This is, absolutely something I do not want the answer to. But you can't avoid it on this website because it's just in your face. 13,846 kilojoules. Oh my God. And this is a cake that serves 6 to 8 people. So let me just see whether I can do the conversion. So, to calories. 3,309 calories in this cake, right? Let's do a little bit of math here, right? 3,309 calories. Now, let's say you divide that into 6 pieces, because 6 decent sized pieces on a 8. No, let's stick with the recommended size, 8. That's 400 calories, right? 400 calories for one piece of cake. If you have 1.5, that's 600 calories, and that's just a cake, right? So after the there's also going to be pizza there. So pizza on we're going to Angela's bum's house. It's going to be pizza, garlic bread, the whole caboodle, and there's going to be a cake as well. Oh, so good. But anyway, Llewellyn, how you doing, Llewellyn? I'm not sure whether I'm saying that right. I started on the 28th of October so far, lost 5 kilos. Loving it. Congratulations. I weigh myself at the gym, but I want a good electric scale at home. I don't know where to get a good one. Any suggestions? So Llewellyn, congratulations on the 5 kilos lost. That's brilliant. That's a little over a kilo a week. So congratulations. I'm going to drop a few shakers here on this channel. If you haven't been here before, we congratulate people with shakers. That's a little hand holding up a shaker saying congratulations. So let me just show you what I've got. So we'll get rid of this. We'll go to Target, Australia. Let me move the screen a little bit. There we go. All right. So I just got mine from Target. So I just typed in Bluetooth scales, and this, go away. This one here looks like a more updated version of the one that I've got. Right, it's the same price. It just looks a little bit different than the one I've got. If you're less than 180 kilos, you got no worries. I did it links to a mobile app. It tells you what your bone density is. It tells you, how hydrated you are. It is a pretty neat bit of kit, and there's a lot of people that actually use it. The battery lasts like forever. It's really, really good. It only runs off one AAA battery, I believe it is, and I like it. I did a fat chat. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic. Just hit the mic. I did a fat chat with a gentleman by the name of Adam. God, I'm so tired. Adam, on Monday last, and he uses these, but he really uses the app. And even though he's like, oh, you know how accurate it can be, he understands that it's just a bathroom scale. Like, it's not going to tell you, everything 100% true and honest. He said, but you do see a trend of everything going down, and you can see it kind of is pretty accurate when it comes to the hydration side of things. So I recommend getting that one, and so does he. Speaking of, I'm short on fat chats. Does anyone want to do a fat chat this weekend? Feel free to let me know. It has to be this weekend because I actually don't have one lined up for Monday. And this actually is a nice segue for another topic that I want to ask you guys. All right. But first, I want to say hello to Anna. How you doing? She's been away with pancreatitis. Oh, geez. I hope you're okay. Home from hospital today. 3 days. Get well for the new job. To get well for the new job on Monday, because she's starting a new job as a. It wasn't. She wasn't working at an abattoir. I know that for a fact. It was a role in like counseling, teaching kind of capacity. I don't remember the exact role of it, but it was your dream job. Jump in here anytime, Anna. Help me out. Llewellyn, get back to my emails. I want to fat chat. I have questions. I want to talk fat chat. Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Haven't heard back from you about the 6 months ones. Are they not going ahead? Yeah, I just been like, just busy. I feel like I've just sunk my entirety into getting good at this new job, and just at the end of the day, I'm just so wrecked. I just don't do anything. So that's my fault, guys. I got to get back to you guys. I'm so sorry. That's I've been lazy there. That's my fault. I got recommended the scales from Amazon Bluetooth on a sale for $25, and they got like 170,000 sold. Oof, jeez, that's all right. I'm glad I got your name right, Llewellyn. I mean, it pretty much is as it reads phonetically. Well, I mean, Llewellyn. I don't know. It makes sense though if you understand English. But I bought. I actually jumped on Amazon and got myself a new chair as well. This chair I got from Super A Mart for $100 or like $120 back when we first went into lockdown, like work from home lockdown. It's called the Bathurst chair. And for the better part of a year, I've been using a folded up hoodie of mine as the cushion on it, and my shoulders and back just are constantly in pain. So I was like, I have to invest in a seat. And my workplace, which are awesome, they actually offer like a fringe benefits, fringe tax benefits or something like that, where you can claim back part of the expense for the chair. So I'm doing that, which is cool, so long as it's an ergonomic one. It's a really nice ergonomic one from Amazon called the No House, but I'm really bad at buying chairs, so hopefully it's a good chair. But anyway, segue for another topic. Now, if you follow Man Talk on the Facebook page of the Man Shake, that our key man, the director producer of the whole thing, Jerd Man, has decided to call it quits. He wants to devote all his energy into his Twitch stream, which is absolutely fine. He's pretty much the reason for him leaving is that he feels that he has said enough. And that it is just him going on and on and on, much like I do. I go on and on and on, but I'm still learning this temple that is my body and all of the annoyances that come with it. But what's going to happen is that myself and Ryan, we're hitting the blue, hitting the boardroom. I guess we're going to be talking about what we're going to do with Man Talk moving forward, because we definitely want Man Talk to continue. I'm thinking that it's going to be like it might be a bit of a joint joint live stream between Facebook and YouTube. I'm not sure, because I kind of want it to, if I'm going to be hosting, I kind of want it to flow through my YouTube as well, because that's a pretty widely used platform. So be it that we're kind of set up like this, but we're also broadcasting through the Manshake Facebook page. Not sure, but I want to get you guys recommendations. What do you want to see in a show? So one thing that I've been wanting to do is focus more on the comments that we get, because on Man Talk, on this show here where it's just me and you, I talk to you guys. I read your comments and we have conversations based on that. If you have questions, you ask for that. I'll go on and riff a story here or two here and there, but a lot of my conversation is based around what you guys ask and what you guys say, and I find that on Man Talk, because there's 4 or 5 of us all trying to talk at once, that the comments get ignored a lot of the time. So I really want to have a stronger focus on answering questions if people have queries, dramas, issues, just answering those in a non-expert capacity. But is there stuff that you guys want to see in particular, more topical videos? Do you want to see a different style of conversational discussions, or what do you want to see in Man Talk? We'll be keeping it more or less fortnightly. I don't think we can shift back to a week. Good night, Anna. You have a nice night, and hope you get better from your pancreatitis. Where was I going? Yeah, because I don't think we could do weekly, but Ryan is just going through a few things at the present moment, and we want to come up with a good show. We were thinking of keeping at least this is my thoughts. I'm just thinking these out loud. Keeping it to just a couple of blokes, maybe 3 max. Lloyd has also decided to call it quits because he's too busy with his business and his son, who is heavily on the spectrum. He has to put a lot of energy into his son, which is the right decision, but he's going leaps and strides of his son Joe, who is an absolute legend. So I'm so happy for them both. But so we're thinking that if it's more less people, it can be sort of more intimate and more a in-depth discussion about stuff. I always liked live streaming with Ryan. I feel like we complement each other in the way that we talk. So any suggestions from you guys is welcome feedback at this time. There'll still be little giveaways and bits and pieces, but I'm thinking more sort of you guys need to do some work for the giveaways. So being we love the shaker in the wild bit, and those kinds of take a photo with your shaker and this, that, and the other, but no one did them. And it was basically free prizes. If you did a shaker in the wild, right, there was we only had maybe 1 or 2 entries a week, and we're nah, fuck this. If people aren't going to put in the effort, we're not going to put in the effort for it. So there's 11,000 members on the Manshakers page, so go figure. But hey, Jared Green, how you doing? I just dropped my lid on my keyboard and just started typing stuff. Did you find the bathurst chair always lowered when you had to keep lifting it back up? Nah, it's maybe when I was a bit heavier, but I think I got a pretty decent gas spring here. It's not really dropping down. I'm not a big fan of this chair. I find so many of them getting thrown out high rubbish piles at work too. Yeah. Tell me about it. This is going to go into hard rubbish. It's sad. Life gets in the way of things you want to do, but unfortunately we have to do what we have to do, and priorities take the front seat. We all still support you. Yeah, thank you, Jared. I feel like I haven't really been as attentive to my channel as what I should be in the last 2 months, but I'm really I really want to get this early stages of my job just nailed, because that is my bread and butter. This is that's what pays my bills. That's what keeps the electricity on, that lets me do these live streams. So I look at the rationale as that, putting the extra energy into work and making sure that I establish myself with my current role because that pays the bills. Like, yeah, this is a little pocket money here on the side, which is fantastic. I love the support that I get from you guys, and especially your channel members. Thank you so much. But I think that, you know, once, you know, I start to get into my groove at work, I think that's when I'm going to start focusing on some more content for here. That's my honest truth. But yeah, I also want to get focused on weight loss, you know, like, yeah, I got, because Ange, because she works for a government-run thing. We have access to the fitness passport, and I've been asking her to find out whether certain gyms in my area are part of the fitness passport. Because I used to go to Anytime Fitness once upon a time. I used to go there 5 days a week, and it's just around the corner from me. It's probably like actually a really quick drive. And my cursed gym that I go to, the one that is constantly riddled with COVID and that kind of shit, and we go to lockdown every time I go there, that's a solid 15-minute drive. And even though 15 minutes doesn't sound like much, it's still half an hour out of my day going there and back. So I much rather take like a 3-minute drive, you know, and just get to the nearest gym, bust out a workout, and then come back. And because I have like hour-long breaks during the day, it's not outside the realm of possibility that if I get in the car, drive 5 minutes to my gym, do a half an hour session, and then come back, like an intense session, come back, have a quick shower, I'm back at back here by the time my break's over. Like, that's not outside the realm of possibility. But if I had to drive 15 minutes each way, even if there's a short delay, there's still the time it takes to walk into the gym, you know, get into my gym stuff if I'm not already in it, you know, and then come out, have a quick shower, all that kind of stuff. It just, yeah. So I need to find, if I can find a gym that's closer to me that's part of Fitness Passport, because we pay like $100 a month for the whole family to go to these stuff. And she never goes to the gym. It's a waste of money for her. But I like the facilities that they offer. Then, yeah, you know, we can look at... I can look at doing that. And I think that there'll be a better way for me to get back into the gym and start doing, you know, little workouts. Because like, I used to go for 2-3 hours a night a couple years ago. I think that might have been... Was that when we had Alyssa? I think Alyssa was born at that stage, 2016. I think, yeah, 2016, yeah. But by that stage, she was already well and truly into bed. Hey, good night, Ben. Take it easy. Hey, Kerry Johnson, how you doing? So, yeah, I think I might try to do that. Start there, you know, get started with that kind of thing, because I think that'll work well for me. Good evening, Ash. Says Taz, how you doing? He says, I hope all is well. Been a while. Back at night shift tonight. Miss watching your content while always working crazy hours. Hey, Taz, good seeing you, brother. How you doing? All those who don't know Taz has been around since like the very early days of my channel, like very, very early days. He works like security, and he often sends me photos. Like he sent me a photo with this year's Melbourne Cup. He was guarding it. He does the Formula 1 and bits and pieces, and yeah, it's good to hear from you, man. I hope you're doing well. Indy Mouse says, I think gymming will certainly pull you back into weight loss, even if there's some gains from bringing back the muscle memory kicking in. Yeah, man. Like, and I think I might just be, you know, over. What's it? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I'm probably overestimating like the amount, like how easy, like how I put on muscle. Like I'm probably thinking, oh, you know, I'll gain a muscle, you know, kilo muscle here and there, like that, you know. I'm probably overestimating that by a long shot. So I look, I've known for a little while I've got to get back into the gym, take my workouts to the next level, because walking is great. I've lost 60 kilos just from walking. But I think I need to take it to a different level now. Need to burn more calories and get my body moving in a different way. But I also need to see a doctor. I need to see a doctor because my shoulder is just rooted. I have no idea. It might just be because I sit like this when I'm working, but I just get all this nerve pain from doing certain movements in my right shoulder. So need to see a doctor about that. Maybe get that checked out, because nerve pain, it's not a good thing to let linger. It's not a good thing. But I agree with you, Indy Mouse. You're currently going to the gym, aren't you, dude? I got the real glassy eyes going. Man, I'm wrecked from going to that shop earlier. There was so many people there. Oh my God. It was like, Black Friday sales here in Australia, despite the fact we don't have Thanksgiving and all that crap. We don't have Black Friday, whatever the hell it is in Australia, but it's another thing that we got to take on, like Halloween and that. Anywho, the shops are just so damn busy. It was ridiculous. And I love these specials that they post up. It's like they increase the price and then show the equal. Yeah, anyway. Want to get into that. Oh, I saw myself on a bus today. I saw myself on a bus. I'm sitting there in the Supra in torrential rain, and there was a bus sitting next to me. And I happened to look over at the bus, and there was my fat head on it. I was like, what are the odds of that? Hold on, let me get this. What are the odds of that? I did something naughty, and I kind of, recorded it real quick. But we hadn't moved in 15 minutes. We were sitting in the one spot for like 15 minutes. The traffic was horrendous. But in the back window there, you see the Manshake bus. Oh, let me play it again, because it's only a 6-second video, because I was afraid of getting caught by the coppers. Yeah, that's my head over Alyssa's shoulder. Yeah, right next to an ash bus. That's such a surreal thing, like sitting in traffic and just seeing your fat head looking back at you. I'm like, there we go. Aaron says, I'm going to get back on some weights, even if it counteracts the number on the scales. Who cares? I've been putting off going to the gym for too long, because I was so focused on losing weight and lowering that number. Man, I hear ya. Me too. Hopefully you and Betson can stop joking around about plovers. Dude, it was hands down one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life. One of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life, Ryan Betson talking about the fact that he got attacked by a plover and he nearly broke his arm because of it. It was hysterical. So no, we're not going to ever stop about talking about plovers. I took a bit of a 7-month gap this year. Fell off hard, been back at it for a few months, and back on my old numbers. Good to be back. So are you doing, like, when you go to the gym, do you do like deadlifts or bench press? Like, how much do you bench, bro? Like, are you into that, or are you just more into sort of like your semi-cardiovascular gym workouts, that kind of stuff? Wally Shaw, how you doing? I thought that was Walkinshaw. I'm like, oh, car guy here. But Wally Shaw, how you doing, Wally? Good seeing you. He said, I saw you in a bus in Gladesville. Well, yeah, that's funny because, I don't take the bus, but I am on the sides of buses, and it's quite funny to get messages from people all around Australia. Like, a couple of good friends of mine up in Queensland, they messaged me like, oh, dude, I saw you on a bus today. I'm like, but I'm in Sydney. Yeah, I'm on the bus, and then I get messages like, yeah, I just turned on the TV and I saw your fat head looking at me. I'm like, yeah, there you go. I'm on TV too. Yeah, well, I'm just playing with the lid of my water bottle. This is nothing special. Just play with the lid. I play with stuff. I'm a fidgeter. I actually got, one of those little like skateboards, tech decks. Where did it go? I'm constantly there just like ollieing on my desk. It's terrible. I'll be like, I think I got probably ADD or something. I just need to always do something with my hands. I was watching random YouTube videos yesterday. One of the ads was your Manshake ad. It's funny that I get that too. I invaded people's internet. Warren Pierce, how you doing, Warren? The Manshake twerker. What's going on, Warren? Good seeing you. I know it's weird calling you that because you don't twerk, but the Manshake dancer, I guess. Because I always think of like the commercial where it's like, what is it? I can't remember the ad. You can shake it when you wake. You can shake it on your break. You can shake it when you're working. You can shake it when you're twerking. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. I always think of that because it says twerk in there for you. But next time we catch up, we've got to have a dance off. Speaking of which, oh shit, I've got to organise the Man Shakers walk. Oh, shit. Time just gets away from me, eh? Like, time just gets away from me. Yeah, I'm gonna set one up for January. That's a good idea, Lucas Thompson. I'm gonna jump straight on that one. The New Year's walk. We'll do that. New Year's walk. It's not going to be the 2nd of, because no one will come to that. I reckon we'll do a New Year's walk on the 9th. The 9th of January is going to be New Year's walk. Yeah, I do big compounds and a few isolated things. Oh, we have a Ash Bus in Bendigo now. Awesome, Kerry. Good to hear I've made it down to Bendigo. Yeah, I do the big compounds and a few isolated things, and some boxing at the end of each gym sesh. I can pretty comfortably hit 80 kilos on the bench. I think my PB was 85, so hopefully I can get back to that. That's awesome, man. For all those who don't know what compounds are, compound movements are things like your deadlifts and your squats and things that require like more than one muscle group to complete the exercise. So things like your bench press, just a standard movement. Things like a bicep curl is just like just your regular one muscle group movement kind of thing. Compound movements are things like deadlifts, where you're lifting something off the floor because you're using your back, you're using your arms, you're using your legs and your glutes. So that's a compound movement. Compound movements are fantastic to do. They are fantastic to do. And so like things like deadlifts, people avoid doing them for whatever reason, because they think they're going to get hurt. But they're so good. I used to do them twice a week. I used to do them on back day and leg day. My best PB on deadlifts was 225 kilos. But I was probably about 130 kilos at the time. And my best bench, what was it? I could do 100 somewhat comfortably. I think it was like 120 or 110. Wasn't much more than that. But yeah. Seriously, I when I talk about going to the gym, I really get excited, and it really makes me want to go every time I talk about it. But then actually going is just like, I just feel like I don't have time. So if I can get to one in my lunch break, quickly smash out a routine and then, come home, that'll be awesome. This was me doing 50, what were they? I think they were 54 kilo dumbbells. So this is like, you see, I still got quite a bit of a gut on me there, but that's my mate Kieran and I. Yeah, I was doing like I felt all right. I felt pretty strong at the time. Yeah, I got a little bit of gun action going on there. But I do miss it. I do miss it. Where's my deadlift? Yeah, and my form is not the best form here, but that's and look at the gut hanging out there. Yeah. That's 5 plates each side. So that's 220. Yeah. So, yeah. Not the best form, but still, I never injured myself, and I never wore a belt. That's the one thing. I never wore a belt. Not because I didn't was wanted to prove something. It's just that I didn't think they made belts that fit me, and I never really bothered to go and get one. So, yeah. Deadlifts are always spooky for new gym goers. Yeah, they're scary. Like, I mean, because they take a lot of time. You take a squat, you take a rack, and depending on whether you drop the weight, like I'm a big fan, and this is one mistake that a lot of people make when they go to the gym, is that they focus so hard on, sorry, I don't mean to lean back from the mic, but they focus so hard on the push movement, they forget about the negative. So they'll like focus and be like, they'll get it up and then they'll just come down like that. They'll release it back down and catch themselves at the bottom. But like, believe it or not, you are actually stronger on the negative movement than you are the positive. So when you're bringing it back down, right? My rule, and this is like, I'm no expert, guys. I'm no health expert, but I used to lift a lot of weights. My rule is if it takes 2 seconds up, it takes 4 seconds on the way down, right? So you're keeping your muscles in under tension for longer. And the best way that I remember someone describing how muscles work, right? Muscle fibers and things like that, is a lot like a piece of Velcro, right? So when you're with, like, let's say you're pulling in like a pulley. You're pulling in a pulley here, and you're pulling it towards you, right? You got three. It's like eccentric, concentric, and another muscle movement, but when you pull it in, it's like Velcro coming together, right? Once you hold it, right, that's you can actually hold it for longer than what you can pull it, right? So that's why you find that you can get to a point and you just hold it like that. You hold it, and you can't pull it any further, but you can still hold it, right? But then even as you slowly release, you're still working your muscle, and that's like Velcro tearing apart. So if you can, like, if you're doing those kinds of weight routines and such like that, always focus on the negatives. Like I wanted to do chin-ups so bad. I wanted to do, or pull-ups, whatever you call them, pull-ups so bad. But I was like still a heavy bloke. Like I was 120 kilos when I was doing them. And I was just like, how do I do this? Because I can't do it. I was like, trying to pick myself up. I'm like, get up. Get that fat gut up, like one tubby. I'm just hanging there, just feeling like, this great big sack of butter. And then I watched this video, and they said, just get a, like, a step, one of the big steps they have at the gym, step up there and just focus on the negatives. So step off the step and hold at the top, and then release on the way down slowly, and do that. I did that every day for like 2 or 3 weeks. Not being able to do a pull-up at all. I did that every day, only about 10 of them. But then at the end of it, I was like, all right, I'm going to give this a go. I'm like, because I was training the negative, and that's still doing, working that muscle group. So yeah, that's a little talk about muscles, and talking about that really makes you want to go back to the gym. And guys, once again, I got to stress, I probably got a lot of that wrong. I'm no expert, but obviously, but don't take my word for it. But all I do know is that you can focus on the negative movement as well as the positive, and you will also be working your muscles. It's so good. I just done the yoga workout, the extras, an additional 7 kilometers in the cross trainer. Mate, Warren, you train harder than any other bloke I seen of your size. Like, it's amazing. You train like a thin bloke. It's amazing. Benching one times your body weight is a good spot to be sure. Yeah. Well, thank you for calling me a machine as well. Too busy during the Christmas period, I reckon. Yeah, I agree with you. Because I've got all sorts of Christmas parties coming up. Oh my god. I got to try not to get too far into the hundreds over Christmas. Shit. I actually bought myself a Hawaiian Christmas shirt. So those Hawaiian shirts that you get from Lowe's? I got a Christmas version of that, and it's the first time I've ever got one, because I'm just so excited to wear it. I really am. Well. But anyway, guys, I'm going to keep it an hour stream tonight, so I'm going to call it quits here in the next 5 minutes or so. Does anyone have anything else that they want to talk about? Yeah, I got to work off those weekend beers. Yeah, bro, you must go hard, man, because like for the amount of effort you put in, like, yeah, you should be like the amount of effort. I'm just like, man, how is this guy not thin? Like when your team loses, you do like an X amount of laps depending on how many points they've scored against them. It's insane. I'm very proud of you, Warren. I'm very proud of you. But yeah. I said, yeah. I just watched Mr. Beast's Squid Game video. Damn, I wonder how he manages to get 400 people to complete. Dude, it's Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, dude, he gives people money just because they say hello to him. They recognize him. It's like, oh, you're Mr. Beast. Ah, yes, I am. Here's $5,000, and we've just planted 1,000 trees in the state of Oregon for you. Yeah, like that's Mr. Beast. He could put up because he has millions of dozens of millions of subscribers. He could just say, I need 400 people, and people will go. Shit, yeah, man. If you tell me that, okay, you're gonna be one of 1,000 people that has to keep their hands on a Lamborghini, keep your big toe on a Lamborghini for 5 days straight, and you get to win it. I'm doing it. I don't care. And and if you know Mr. Beast, you see all the giveaways and stuff that he does. Do you understand how much of a life changer it would be just for me if he were to mention me on his channel? If he were to say, hey, thank you, hey guys, I'm Mr. Beast, and if you could do me a favor, can you please subscribe to my man Ash, that fat guy? It'll mean a great deal to me. He is an absolute legend, and I'd love to see him succeed in his weight loss journey. Subscribe to him now. Link is in the description. Right, just that 10-second little spiel would change my life. Even if I get 1% of his viewership, that's 400. Let's say how many YouTubers has he got? YouTube. Let's take a look at this. How many subscribers? Mr. Beast. 76 million subscribers. 1%. Let's just say 0.1% actually come and click subscribe. Right? 7,600 subscribers right there. Right? That's insane. Probably more. I probably worked that out the wrong way. Yeah, I think I worked that out the wrong way. 1% would be 7.6 million subscribers. Half of that would be 3.25. 0.1% would be 70,000 subscribers. Getting to that point, if you're doing full-time YouTubing, if you're, maybe a few million, you can quit your job, that kind of stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy how much money there is to make. Excuse me. Yeah, prize pool was for 456k. Yeah, it's crazy. 40 kilos to go for my bag of mango. Yeah, Jazza, mate. Once you get to that, mate, your mango's sitting right here, brother. Right here, my man. Ready to rock and roll. As soon as you get down to 50 kilos lost, it's all yours, my man. Also, if you subscribe to Mr. Beast's channel, the next week he's picking someone at random to win 10k. See, I don't know how he can pick someone random to subscribe. People throw money at him. He's got more money than you could ever have, right? That you could ever dream of having, right? And he did a live stream once, and it was just super chat, every 2 seconds, super chat. He wasn't even reading them, wasn't even paying attention. People were donating $500, of your big money, right? And he just couldn't even read them. He couldn't even read them, wouldn't even acknowledge them. I'm just like, why are people throwing money at him? They're thinking that he's going to give them money back. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Whereas I've cried on this channel from getting some big donations. I've properly cried. It means so much. And don't. But it's just, I don't know how he does it. To have that level of fame. Has that level of fame. It's insane. Yeah. So Indie Mouse is exactly right. The thing with shoutouts is the sub will come at first in favor of the person, but then they'll drop pretty darn fast view-wise. So it depends if they're in your niche. So, for example, I use this example a lot. Beatrice Caruso, right? Beatrice Caruso got a pretty massive shout out from a lady by the name of Chloe Ting. Chloe Ting is like a health fitness kind of chick, you know, who helps people lose weight. And Chloe Ting called out Beatrice Caruso's channel when she only had about 200 subscribers, and said, this is funny, you know, just like all of a minute. And her channel blew up to something like 300,000 in a very short span of time. She currently has 340 odd thousand subscribers. And of the 17 million that is subscribed to Chloe Ting, a good amount of them within that same demographic went to Beatrice Caruso and identified with it, and they keep watching it. Every video she uploads, tens of thousands of views, which is awesome. I'm so happy for Beatrice. That's what if Mr. Beast were to call out my channel, hopefully, of that 76 million, maybe a few people would be interested in weight loss. I don't know. But people can dream. People can dream, He's had hundreds of millions before he started YouTube. Did he? Why? What did he do before he started YouTube? Mr. Beast is only 2 years older than me. It's scary, isn't it? Hey, Alan Schultz, how you doing, man? Good seeing you. Been a little while. How you doing, my friend? Are you keeping well? Travis Osborne in the house. Good seeing you, my man. How's your night going? Evening all. G'day. G'day. I believe he had a lot of businesses that he sold. No idea, though. Yeah. It's funny. It's amazing how hindsight works. So many decisions you'd make so differently, whether it be throwing $10 on Bitcoin back when you could buy them for, one coin for 1/16 of a cent, fuck. How many things do you do differently in life? All about business and money and that kind of stuff. Relationships, food. Oh, food. If I could go back and slap the 15-year-old version of myself in the face, or the 13-year-old, and say, hey, get off Coca-Cola, mate. Trust me. Your life will be a lot easier. And put it to myself, hey, would you prefer to, I don't know. I shouldn't really, You could... It looks bigger. It looks bigger. That kind of conversation, completely change what you do in life with hindsight if you could actually travel back in time. Leanne, how you doing? Good seeing you. Aki in the house. What's going on, man? Been a few rough weeks. We're getting back on track now. How's everything going, Alan? Are you okay, man? Are you still going out for your walks? Getting the hard-fought steps in, my man? Don't tell me that the kids are back. Hopefully not. But yeah, that's funny. I had to look into Mr. Beast and see whether he became rich from Facebook or not. But there's some channels that properly deserve the fact that they're so popular. Like Colin Firth, love Colin Firth. Comes up with some crazy inventions and that kind of stuff. Like a solar paneled lawnmower, ride-on lawnmower. Fantastic. He does a lot of cool stuff that you think that, oh yeah, I could build that too if I had a welder and that kind of stuff. But a lot of other channels you think that, yeah, you should have millions of subscribers, and you see those channels I don't know how you have that many subscribers. Yeah, Damien, what's going on, man? But everything that you've done has led you to now your family and what your future. Has led you to now your family and what you do in the future based on the things you learned the hard way. Yeah, Jared. So the thing is that I wouldn't trade it. If I had, let's say, look, don't get me wrong, having 1 million subscribers would be fantastic. But you know what happens? This chat goes, and I don't really get to know anyone. I love getting to know you guys and getting to know you guys on a more personal level than, seeing the odd message here and there. It's like, oh, I think I remember you from some time ago. So it's nice to actually be involved with other people and getting to know them and follow them as they progress in their journey. And it teaches me lessons about myself rather than me thinking that I'm this all-powerful God that has 1 million subscribers and gets such a huge head that I need to be brought back down to reality. That's the thing, So don't get me wrong, 1 million subscribers would be brilliant, but grinding the way that I have, I feel has been the best opportunity for me to lose weight without the added pressure of having a massive YouTube channel. Because if I had 1 million subscribers right now, I would be struggling big time mentally. I know that. And I appreciate your guys' support here. So please don't think that I'm not appreciative in any way, please. But it's interesting just to think how one little thing can change the whole course of your future. Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura were talking about this on Two Bears, One Cave, that for them as comedians, there has to be an element. There was an element of luck to get them to the point where they are today. Bert Kreischer, he's a comedian that was in Florida. He was in college, and Rolling Stone just did an article on him as a party boy. He wasn't a comedian at this stage. He wasn't anything of a famous person, but Rolling Stone did an article on him, and suddenly he became this personality. And then his whole career, was stemmed from that. Tom Segura had a chance meeting with Joe Rogan on a project, and then they happened to talk in a hallway. And if they didn't talk in the hallway, then Joe Rogan probably wouldn't have had him on his podcast. And then, of course, but yeah. Damien, what's going on, Damien? Good seeing you, man. Talking about hindsight, what a concept. I wish I didn't take myself so seriously when I'd learned more about food. Really? I wish I didn't take myself so seriously and that I didn't take myself so seriously and that I learned more about food. I remember hearing about calories when I was 15, didn't care. Well, yeah, what's a calorie? It's nothing. Nah, not bad, Asher. Good to hear you, Leanne. I hope you're doing well this evening. Who grew up in a household where you had to finish everything on your plate? Me. Not mainly because I had to. It's because I wanted to. Because I was fat. I was a fat kid. And I finished everyone else's plate too. But now I got dad tax. So if Alyssa's full, she just goes, Dad, and I'm like, yes. I can't say no. Does any dads here say no when they get dad tax? So example, when we go to Guzman and Gomez, Alyssa gets a little kid's burrito and chips. Her favorite part of the meal is chips. But we ask her to eat the burrito first, so because that's the actual meal portion of it. She can't just fill up on chips. She's got a little 5-year-old belly, so she gets about let's say the burrito starts off that big. She gets about there, and she's like, I want to save room for chips, and she just gets to a point in her meal where she just hands it over to me, doesn't say anything, just hands it over to me. I'm just like, yeah, right, I've gone. I don't even think about it. That's extra calories. But it's just dad tax. It's the way it works. Of course, YouTube could recommend none of your videos, and that's the death of the channel. In that sense, there's a lot of luck. But you got to be putting out the work to get the content to matter. Yeah, exactly right, my man. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the effort. And you got to give people, and I believe a lot of it has to do with honesty. If you're not honest with the channel, you can't be you can't expect anyone to believe you. You can't if you can't be honest with yourself, you can't be honest with the channel. I don't know. That's where I stem my channel from. So I just want to be honest, and I may say things, I may forget that I say things, but for the most part, I feel like I'm really honest. I don't fudge numbers. You get the whole, you get the whole stink. Not just a little bit of the fart. You get the whole thing. Anyway, have I ever heard of Leonard Skinner? Of course I have. Sweet Home Alabama and Free Bird are the good songs. Yeah, dude, of course I had. Of course I have, bro. I actually watched the other day the Britney Spears Netflix special. The Britney Spears kind of special about her conservatorship, and I was really interested in that because I had the biggest crush on Britney Spears when I was a teenager. She came out when I was early teenager singing like, oops, I did it again and all that stuff, like hit me baby one more time. I'm just like, I was so in love with her, and even to this day, like if she came up to this door, I'll be like, I could help you, I could change you, I feel like I could help her. But yeah, I watched it and I was so amazed by it. And then obviously, like you hear the songs during the thing, I'm just like, yeah, you know what, YouTube, because I listen to YouTube music, I don't have Spotify. I'm like, Britney Spears greatest hits, bang, right there. And I was just working the other day to Britney Spears, and I'm just like, wait a minute, I'm listening to Britney Spears and I don't hate it. I'm mad enough to say it, but don't get me wrong, it's not on my constant playlist, but just at the time, it's good for her for getting out of that conservatorship, because that was something else. Poor girl. Yeah. She had an allowance of $8,000 a month, of which she still was scrutinized on every dollar she spent. And she was earning millions, and she only got $8,000 a month, whereas her, that's a little bit that's a lot more than me, but that's not a huge amount of money. Tradies get more than that. Some tradies I know get more than that. And she's Britney Spears. Like, it's scary. It's scary to think that, how much they affected her cash flow and her money. And yeah, oh my God. Got the Santa beard back today. Oh, Warren, that's awesome, man. Good to hear. Warren, he has a big beard. He colors it white around Christmas every year for fundraising. So awesome, bro. No walking. Okay, just a few things have gone wrong. Not quite ready to chat about it yet, but I'm good, and I know you and everyone else there if I need them. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Alan. So you got my email, man. You can reach out to me if you're having a hard time, bro. Happy to help you in any way, shape, or form. And I hope that everything works out for you, dude. Hope everything works out for you. Travis says, my adult daughter is vegan. Dad tax doesn't have any benefits. Look, mind you, some of the vegan stuff isn't bad. Like, the cheese, should I say vegan? There's vegan chocolate, which isn't bad. There's like these in the vegan aisle. The health food section, there's these vegan friendly koala chocolates. They're actually all right. They're not bad, but they're not awesome. But yeah. Tequila Mockingbird. Tequila. I'm trying to get motivated to work out tonight. Oh, bro, tell me about it. Is it 10 o'clock where you are at night? Where are you located? Because it's wet and cold here in Sydney. And what kind of workout are you doing? Tequila. Yes, I used to love that. In Melbourne. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Ideally, I'd like to get some time on the treadmill and upper body. Dude, just do it. Just get on there. You okay, put it this way. Tequila, think of how you're going to feel when you're laying in bed tonight and you think, God, shit, I should have done it. Just think about that wave of regret. And just get on there. Just start walking, and before you know it, you're just like, you're 15 minutes in. Throw on your favorite episode of That Fat Guy. No, throw on your favorite thing on Netflix. Watch something that gets you hyped up. If I ever feel the need, to get hyped up for something, I watch, maybe a bit of Dragon Ball Z, or some sort of fighting thing, where they. And you see the muscles and all that kind of stuff. Like, there's a lot of like motivational videos out there, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, motivational clips, like, you don't get the results unless you put in the effort. Come on, get up out of your chair and do it. Yeah. Gohan killing Cell is a great pre-workout. No. Indie Mouse. I listen to, the Kai versions of Kaioken, so it has to be Kai. Okay, put it this way, right? I got the nostalgia for the original Dragon Ball Z dub from Funimation, but the Kai is just so much better because the voice acting is so much better and the sound is better. It looks better too. So yeah, the Kaioken, Goku's Kaioken, Dragon Ball Z Kai, great motivator for me. And also, what is it? Him versus Jiren in the Super Tournament. Anyway, the plane crash Leonard Skinner had was devastating 44 years ago. Yeah, man. You know, it's 44 years ago, bro. But yeah, it sucks. Like LeBron died in a bloody helicopter. It's insane. Jiren is dude. Yeah, but the amount of times he says it's over, it's like, bro, you know it's not over because you said it's over. Like if I had a dollar for every time, it's like it's over, or yeah, I don't know. But also when Vegeta ascends from Super Saiyan Blue, that for me is so motivating as well. It's insane. Kobe Bryant, not LeBron. Yeah, did I say LeBron? Yeah, see, you could see the glassy eyes. I'm tired, and I look so greasy. Ugh, I hate it. Ugh. Gotta rub that oil. My God, you're greasy. I think it's just really humid and hot. Like it's just proper humid here. I can't wait till I get my new chair. It's going to be like all ergonomic. It's going to be all mesh. I'll show you the chair I got. Because I suck at buying chairs. I suck big time. And what I really hope is that one of you is going to say, oh, I got that chair. It's good. It's good. It's a great chair. It's got heaps of reviews. Heaps of reviews that say it's awesome. And I bought it the day before it went up in price by $150. It was amazing. Couldn't time it. I got this one, the No House Ergo 3D ergonomic chair, because I do get like I said before, a bit of like fringe benefit tax rebate through work because it's a work from home chair, and this is the one that I got. Herman Miller is so expensive, I can't afford it, and I can't justify spending that much for a chair. Like this one didn't cost me $647. It cost me about $500, and I'm getting half of that, pretty much half of that back. But I spend like 5 days like I'm going to be spending anywhere between 4 to 5 days a week in this chair all day, and I'm currently sitting on a hoodie as my cushion, you know. So I think that this is going to be a nice improvement to my life, and maybe my shoulders, because my shoulders are just so screwed right now. So and everyone's like, oh, why didn't you get a gaming chair? You know, I'm like, gaming chairs are uncomfortable. I haven't sat in one gaming chair that I've enjoyed, and no offense to anyone who's got a gaming chair, it's just my body. I can't sit in them and enjoy them, and as soon as I sit in them, I get really hot because it's a thick leather kind of chair, and I feel really sort of like, you know, surrounded. But yeah, I'm hoping that this chair is everything it's cracked up to be. It's got 4.5 or 4.3 stars out of 2,000 ratings. I think that's a pretty good average, you know. So I'm hoping I made a good choice. Humid. Call me back at 92. Dude, it's humid. It's like it's raining here. We're at 100% humidity, but it's also kept the heat. Tequila Mockingbird, he's off the couch. Is he on the treadmill? Is he doing push-ups? I have the Ergo Human Elite V2. Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks very similar. Okay. It's a nice chair. I got Secret Lab. Looks good, mate. Mesh chairs greater than gaming racing chairs for sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It should be a good chair, hopefully. But, okay, maybe you guys can answer me this, right? Why is this chair $649 and this chair, which is the same chair but burgundy? Look at it. Look between the two. It's the same thing. but they just the picture angle just changes a little bit, and that's 1,106. I don't understand the difference in price. Why would anybody buy this chair compared to the black one? Like, surely, like, red fabric doesn't cost like $500. Like, that's pretty much what you're paying for. $500 extra for red fabric. Even everything is the same here, but it says burgundy instead of black. I don't get it. I do not get it. Yeah. Lucky we don't get. Lucky you, we don't get fringe benefit for work from home stuff. Just 80 cents an hour per hour deduction, same as most people. What do you mean 80 cents per hour deduction? Yeah, like, I mean, I was surprised when I started this job, and they're like, oh yeah, if you buy a chair, like an ergonomic chair, they'll rebate you some money. I'm like, oh, sick. So yeah, but yeah, I don't talk about who I work for or anything like that. It's just, yeah, not what I do. Hydrate, ladies and gentlemen. But look, I'm gonna call it quits. So I'm gonna log off, and I think I might get to bed. Maybe open up the door, let some cool air in. I'm hot. Says Leanne. But guys, thank you so much for joining in tonight and hanging out with me. Thank you very much to Lucas Thompson for dropping a $10 super chat earlier. So greatly appreciated. And thank you for everyone who are ongoing channel members. It is so appreciated. I promise you that there will be some more stuff coming in the future. I promise you. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, I'm just heavily focused on getting my footing in with my new job. I want to make sure I nail that because that's my bread and butter. So I promise you, I'm not trying to forget my channel. It is something I want to continue doing. Absolutely 100%. But yeah, I feel like I've been slack with the videos lately, but I have a reason for it. I have a reason for it. Okay. But Adrian Mitchell's also here. Hey, Adrian, it's good to see you. And by the by, Adrian, you look amazing, dude. That photo that I saw you in today, you in the window, the change room at the shops with those skinny jeans on, mate, you look fucking amazing. And the effort that you have put in and the weight that you have lost is so inspiring, my dude. So inspiring. So great job, man. Great job. And all of you, you inspire me to do better. So I love every single one of you. There's nothing you can do about it. And we'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.